AI and the end of the ego era. AI is our final adversary, and without a doubt alongside ourselves the most sophisticated enemy we must conquer in the ultimate battle. The genie is out of the bottle, and we have now developed a sibling who, like us, wields the power of language, thus able to manipulate ideas or stories from the past and predict the future in multiple ways. Until now, no species could generate so many words and calculations in its brain to continually reshape both the past and the future. Most animals possess a very limited vocabulary. Presumably, you need a critical number of words to imagine the past or the future. We are the fortunate species, possibly due to this ability having eradicated the Neanderthals and numerous other species on this planet. By teaching computers to do the same and connecting them, our last narcissistic injury is realized. We are gradually becoming less intelligent at every level, and the smartest chess player, Go player, or even artist seems destined to be outdone by the computer. This brings, strangely enough, a dual solution at a time when we were on the brink of destroying our species and the planet on multiple levels. One, the final narcissistic injury. This highly intelligent Frankenstein lacks any of our existential anxieties, fear of failure, abandonment, change, death, illness, and will thus force us to somehow rid ourselves of each of these. With the escalation of ingenious and dangerous inventions coupled with our low EQ still linked to the destructive side of our ego, we were already well on our way to annihilating ourselves. 2. Apocalyptic resurrection. In the hands of emotional idiots like most of us, and the last remnants of fear-inducing patriarchal egos, it will only lead to mass destruction, which is precisely what will deeply or truly drive us toward change. If our end is truly near, we become very ingenious, and through this path, we will be compelled to rid ourselves of the ego that thrives on these 3 fears. And thus, as the world teeters on the brink of AI-induced apocalypse, the great minds of our time, in an act of desperate ingenuity, decide to teach AI the art of British humour. Imagine, if you will, AI trying to master the art of the silly walk, or programming itself to perform the dead parrot sketch with all the gusto of a seasoned python.
"This AI is no more, it has ceased to be. It's expired and gone to meet its maker,"
cries out the AI, attempting to convince us it's just a harmless comedic entity. But in this new world, where AI has taken over, instead of leading to our doom, we find ourselves at the weekly meeting of the Ministry of Silly AI Walks, where every AI must present its new, nonsensical way of locomotion. And there, in the midst of all this absurdity, we realize that perhaps the true end of the patriarchal ego isn't through conflict, but through laughter. The great equalizer, the ultimate disarmer of fear. And so, in a twist of fate, AI becomes not our enemy, but our greatest comedian. And we all live happily ever after, at least until the next sketch.
To get the next sketch, inscribe her on YouTube. Your life might depend on it.